Do you have a sore forefoot? Have you been told that you've got a Mortons Neuroma? Make sure you watch this video. I'm going to give you some top tips on how we can help you with your Mortons Neuroma. We'll show you the exercises that we have recommended over a number of years and had great success with. So make sure you watch this video. We've got lots of helpful tips. We'll take you through a scenario where we fix a neuroma, and we fix neuromas all the time, and how you can get on with your life. You can wear a variety of footwear. You don't have to be stuck in orthotics, and you can remain active and busy. So my name is Daniel Fitzpatrick from Sydney Foot Solutions. We see neuromas all the time. And we just recently did a review with one of our really successful neuroma patients. So I thought I'd take you guys through it, give you some tips, show you some of the exercises we gave them, and just give you a scenario. This particular patient was a young mum in the area. Now, she's a teacher down at a local school, and she was struggling with a neuroma on both feet, left worse than right. And the difficulty is that because she's a teacher, she has to stay on her feet for a living. So rest is not a great option. And so it was really important we got to the root of the cause as soon as possible. And we got her back on her feet and got her back being able to work, move, walk, exercise, keep up with her kids. She didn't really want to go down the route of orthotics again. She had had orthotics in the past, and she had found that they just didn't fit into any of her shoes. So not as successful as what we would have liked. So she came to see us because we are experts in treating people without being reliant on orthotics. And we pride ourselves on addressing the underlying cause, but you can still go barefoot, you can still wear a variety of footwear, and you don't have to wear orthotics, which is usually very helpful, particularly for females in general who might like to wear a variety of footwear. So if you're wondering what a neuroma actually is, the neuroma is where an inflamed nerve that sits underneath the forefoot, just in this area here, or if we move back, sort of in this area here. And with a neuroma, it can be intensely painful, and it can go from 0 to sort of 9 out of 10 quite quickly. What happens is you get an inflammatory response within the actual nerves, and then it builds and builds and builds, and then bang. And so with this particular teacher that came to see us, she had been suffering for a number of months with the neuro. It's just getting worse and worse and worse. She couldn't be active, and she couldn't keep doing the things she loved. And she was just getting through her school day. So as you can imagine, when you're teaching kids, that can be quite taxing and quite challenging. So she came to see us. We did a full assessment, and we realized that she was primarily getting a neuroma because of compensation for a level of misalignment within her foot and ankle. And because of that, she was compensating and flaring up the nerve in the way she stood and the way she walked. So we came up with a treatment plan that involved manual therapy to actually correct the alignment of her, or treat the alignment of her foot and ankle, and actually improve function. So the idea was that it was a gentle hands-on technique where we improved the alignment of her foot, and then we gave her exercises to further improve that function. So she stopped compensating through that neuroma. Over a 6-week process, we saw a significant improvement in her discomfort and pain. And we have found that we've had consistent results over that period of time. She's been able to exercise freely. She can work. And obviously that was the main priority, because obviously that's her livelihood. She can work, and she can keep doing the things that she loves. And she's really, really happy with the result. The other thing that we did to speed up the treatment process is we used laser therapy. And the great thing about laser therapy for nerves, it helps to regenerate the nerve in that area and reduce your pain and inflammatory response. And it accelerates the healing quite significantly. So definitely, if you do have a neuro, it's definitely something to look at, that you find someone who, one, not only addresses the underlying cause, but two, if they've got a laser, that's a bit of a bonus, because it can really speed things up. If you can't find someone with a laser, another alternative might be to find someone who does acupuncture. Acupuncture we've used extensively in the past, and it can help to settle down those tissues as well. Now, I want to show you some helpful tips that you can try at home yourself. With neuromas, we do see some commonalities. So I'm going to run through those now, and I would definitely give these a crack. So the first one, my number one tip on neuromas, is the exercise called Say Your Prayers. Now, Say Your Prayers is a wonderful exercise for neuromas, because what it does is it loosens up these tissues back here and allows the metatarsal heads, which is these things in here, to come up off the ground and take the neuroma away from the ground. So you stop hammering that neuroma every time you walk on it. So hopefully you can all see me. We come back here and we kneel. All right. So probably get a pillow for your knees. And so my toes are pushed back like that. And then we sit back down onto our toes like that for 20 seconds. So if you can't get all the way back because of tightness in your knees, that's okay. Just go back to where you can, even if it's here or even if it's here. The idea is that what you are doing is you're putting pressure on your toes. So your toes are getting sort of pushed back like that, and it's loosening all these tissues through here. If you did nothing else other than that, we've had really good feedback by people who can't attend our clinic. That helps a great deal. It's just $40 to come in and get your foot pain checked out, and you can get some individual advice. Another one that's really, really helpful is the dowel exercise. So what does the dowel do? The dowel actually helps to break up the tightness underneath that area. Really, really important point is that you do this behind where you get the neuroma pain. So you want to do it from sort of that area there, just for the record, just in there, and work your way back. So the way we do this is you get yourself a piece of dowel. So a broomstick will definitely do. So most of us have a broomstick or a mop or something like that we do use. And so what you do here, pop this on the floor. So I would start 1 foot at a time, then build up to 2 feet. So you put 1 foot here, hold on to something if you need to, and then you walk along. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just so everyone can see me do that. Sorry. And you're just breaking up that tightness underneath the area. It's really loosening up all of those tissues. And the more you can loosen that up, the more your toes will go straight and you break up that tightness. So start 1 foot at a time and then build up to it 2 feet at a time as well. So just be aware, just a side note, that really hurts to start with. That's why I'm saying start 1 foot and start very gently. It should be uncomfortable to do, so try and keep it like a 5 or a 6 out of 10. If it's really excruciating, I would strongly encourage you to get professional advice. Keep in mind that all of the advice we're giving is just general advice. If you have concerns, then go and see someone professionally. And then the last one, and this is a very, very common one, is that you want to, if you do have a neuroma, stretch out your calves. Now, there's lots of different ways to stretch out your calves. I'll show you one today. You might say, well, why does my calf muscle, why is it important that I stretch out my calves? Because your calf muscle, so this is the back of somebody's foot, and your calf muscle comes down, attaches into the tendon, and then it comes down here. And if you're very, very tight through that posterior chain, that neuroma will get pushed into the ground more. So what we would say is try and stretch out your calves because it takes tension off the neuroma. The way we would do this is just against a wall or a chair or a table or something like that. And then we just lean in for 30 seconds, just like so. And we do that 30 seconds, 3 to 5 times a day, and really loosen up all of those tissues. So I hope this was helpful. If you liked the video, please like the video. And by all means, we try and produce lots of helpful content on our channel. So feel free to subscribe to our channel where we try and improve your general health. I hope this was helpful. Any questions or comments, please put them in the link below. We'd love to be able to help you. And don't forget, if you want individual advice, click on the link below for 60% off an initial foot pain assessment.